So you can see basically all the poles have been replaced and they're wired. I think some of these places are starting to get power again. The traffic light is still out, but basically the entire tree line, there's a few trees, but everything else, I mean, you can see what, trees are, old poles are splintered, trees down, buildings. There's some of these buildings that are just completely destroyed. And again, when you're overhead, you can see, wow, it's really bad. But like the top of the hill in the back of the subdivision that you've never been able to see because there was such a huge tree line. I mean, those houses they're gone. Yeah. I mean, I got nothing. I have seen a lot of stuff, and again, this is all within a mile or two from my house. I don't know how we dodged this, but I mean, it's just house after house after house is completely destroyed. So some of them have been spared, some damage, but you can see like old telephone poles that had to be cut because they were out in the street. So the other thing is these linemen, man. I talked to a friend of mine who's with NES, and these guys are working 16-hour shifts, and I know myself included are getting impatient and getting frustrated. But these guys are working 16-hour shifts, and it's around the clock. And I can imagine that the conditions are somewhat sketchy in a lot of places. So while, I'm sipping a Starbucks that Melissa picked up for me, I mean, there's people that have lost their lives and their homes and their businesses. And so, here I am. I'm going to go to Lowe's and look at some plants for work, so I trust me, I'm pretty edgy. I'm very frustrated because I really wanted to have power. There's just all these things that, you make all these plans, man makes plans and God laughs, and then we have friends that we know that have lost their homes or lost their businesses. And so it's just one of those things where we all should count our blessings. We are very, very lucky.